Are you about to go out and leave your cat in the dark, thinking he'll sleep? Stop. You're about to make mistake number 2, which will cause him pure anxiety. Today, we'll look at the 3 mistakes you should never make when you go out. You're nervous. You look in the mirror, check your watch, finish applying your makeup. It's a special evening, perhaps a big dinner, or a party you've been looking forward to for a long time. You run from room to room, shifting bags, searching for your keys. In all this frenzy, there he is, your cat. He follows you with his eyes, trying to understand why your energy is so different than usual. Then the final moment. You call him, give him a quick kiss on the head, maybe pour a little more kibble into his bowl to feel less guilty. And then you close the door. Behind you, only silence and darkness remain. Do you think he'll just cozy up on the couch and sleep until you get back? Unfortunately, the reality is very different. What happens in a cat's mind in the first 30 minutes after you leave is a complex and often traumatic psychological process. Today, we'll analyze 3 big mistakes almost all of us make when we leave our cats alone, mistakes that destroy their sense of security. Stay with me until the end, because the 3rd mistake is the most dangerous one, the one 99% of owners make. Believing it's a loving gesture, but which is actually the main cause of separation anxiety and behavioral problems. Let's get started. Emotional contagion and the goodbye ritual. The first mistake happens not when you're out, but while you're still at home. Cats are emotional sponges. They sense the release of adrenaline and cortisol through your sweat and your tone of voice. When you're getting ready for a night out, your excitement or haste is interpreted by your cat as a sign of impending danger. If you add to this the goodbye ritual, when you desperately reach out to say goodbye, hold him tightly and speak in that sad, high-pitched voice saying, "I'll be right back. Be good." You're confirming his worst suspicions. For a cat, this behavior is incomprehensible. In feline nature, members of the group don't say an emphatic goodbye before leaving. By doing so, you're creating a spike in anxiety that will leave him on high alert for hours. Instead of relaxing, he'll spend his time pacing in front of the door, waiting for that danger signal you just sent him. The key to a happy cat is normality. Your exit should be the most insignificant event of the day. No goodbyes, no last-minute kisses. Leave as if you were going to take out the trash. Sensory isolation and environmental vacuum. The second mistake concerns the environment in which you leave your cat. Many, for safety or out of habit, close all the shutters and turn off all the lights, leaving their cat in a sensory vacuum. Although cats can see well in low light, the total darkness of an empty house heightens their auditory alertness. Without visual stimuli and background noise, every small creak in the building, every neighbor's voice, or the explosion of a firecracker in the distance is amplified tenfold. This isolation transforms the home from a refuge into a prison. The cat has nothing to focus on except your absence. We've studied extensively how to enrich the environment for these situations. It's not about buying random objects, but choosing tools that stimulate the right senses. Many people ask what can help a cat feel calmer when left alone. There are a few simple options often suggested by specialists: puzzle feeders to keep the mind engaged, calming pheromone diffusers to support a relaxed environment, and smart night lights to reduce stress caused by darkness or sudden changes. These aren't magic solutions, but they can help some cats feel more secure when you're not home. The adrenaline and food trap. We've reached the most dangerous mistake, the one almost everyone makes, convinced they're compensating for their absence. Many owners, feeling guilty about being away for long hours, decide to do one of 2 things. Either they play with their cat in a strenuous way immediately before leaving to tire him out, or they offer him an extra large meal or tasty treats just before closing the door. In nature, a cat lives according to a precise sequence: search, stalking, attack, kill, and finally, consumption of the prey. This chain exists to release adrenaline. When you play with your cat in a frantic way and then suddenly walk away, right at the peak of excitement, you leave their nervous system in a state of incomplete predatory sequence. Their body is flooded with dopamine and adrenaline, ready for the final attack. But suddenly, the enemy, the toy, disappears, and the prey, you, closes the door. And the last second large meal? That's another critical mistake. The stress of being left alone slows down gastric motility. Giving a large meal to a cat who is about to enter an anxious state means setting them up for difficult digestion, reflux, or stress-related vomiting. Food should not be a comfort reward, but the final link that calmly completes the predatory sequence. So how do you fix this chaos? You stop turning play into physical overload and start turning it into cognitive work. The goal isn't to exhaust your cat's muscles, it's to engage their brain. About 20 minutes before you leave, stop all fast, high-energy play and introduce what ethologists call foraging, the search for food. Instead of placing down a full bowl, hide small portions of kibble around the house, or use more challenging puzzle feeders. This shifts your cat from combat mode into focus mode. Solving a puzzle to earn food lowers the heart rate and promotes the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. And when your cat finally eats the last piece, the natural cycle is complete. They'll clean their paws and go to sleep because their brain registers one simple message: mission accomplished. Leaving your cat alone isn't a betrayal, it's part of life. But how you do it defines the quality of your cat's life and your relationship. Remember, less drama, more routine, and the right environment. And you, how do you prepare for a special night out? Have you noticed any strange behavior in your cat? Tell us about it in the comments below. Your experience helps our entire community. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell icon so you don't miss our weekly insights into the psychology of our feline friends. If you found the video helpful, leave a like and check out the list of products we've prepared for you in the description. See you in the next video for an ever happier and more peaceful cat.